The financial world is currently experiencing one of the most significant shifts in decades, as JP Morgan Chase, the largest bank in the United States, and potentially other major banks appear to be moving away from the long-standing SWIFT payment network. This transition is monumental because SWIFT has been the backbone of global banking communications and international money transfers for over 40 years. Yet as financial technologies evolve, and pressures mount from regulatory challenges to geopolitical tensions, the traditional SWIFT system has shown its limitations primarily in terms of speed cost and adaptability. With the rise of blockchain technology and digital assets, a new contender has emerged to fill the gaps left by SWIFT, and that contender is Ripple's XRP. XRP is uniquely positioned in this unfolding financial revolution, acting as a bridge currency that facilitates near-instant cross-border transactions with minimal fees, unlike legacy systems, which often take days and cost substantially more. Internal leaks and insider reports suggest that JP Morgan Chase has begun moving away from SWIFT, with Ripple and XRP playing a crucial role in their new strategy, music. While these leaks remain unofficial, they've definitely caused waves throughout both the banking and cryptocurrency communities. Ripple reportedly offers banks potential savings in the tens of billions annually. One estimate even suggests as much as $28 billion per year. So the shift is not only technologically sound, but honestly, economically really compelling. This kind of cost efficiency, combined with increased transaction speed, could, really redefine international finance as we know it. At the same time, Elon Musk's X platform, which was formerly known as Twitter, is pushing to integrate a comprehensive payment system directly into its social media network. This integration is aiming to leverage digital currencies to enable seamless global transactions without all the friction of traditional banking processes. So the question has always been, which cryptocurrency would become the foundation of this new payment ecosystem? The answer appears more and more to be XRP. Patent documents tied to Musk's companies have revealed a detailed blueprint for a crypto-based payment system, and XRP seems to fit the bill just perfectly, thanks to its speed, scalability, and its compliance with regulatory standards. Music. This synergy between Musk's vision and Ripple's technology is seen by many experts as a real game changer that could honestly spur widespread adoption of XRP as a currency for digital social payments. As this drama unfolds, analysts are warning that the decline of SWIFT could happen a lot faster than expected, with some even predicting the collapse of the network within the next 90 days. If these predictions come true, banks will urgently need an alternative payment solution. And, XRP stands as the prime candidate to fill that void. The potential collapse is driven by SWIFT's inability to keep up with modern demands, compounded by increased regulatory scrutiny and sanctions impacting cross-border transactions, especially those involving certain countries. XRP's blockchain technology offers a solution that is not only faster and cheaper, but also more transparent and secure. This positions XRP as the ideal digital asset to lead the charge into the future of international finance. Music. The implications of this shift are enormous. XRP becoming the dominant bridge currency between legacy financial systems and emerging blockchain networks would represent a fundamental change in how money moves around the world. This transition would not just be a technical upgrade, but honestly a revolution in liquidity, management, payment, settlement, and financial inclusion on a global scale. Investors and institutions alike are beginning to realize the gravity of the situation. If XRP is adopted at scale by major financial players like JP Morgan and integrated into platforms like X, it could trigger what many are calling an XRP Armageddon, a massive surge in value driven by real-world utility and institutional adoption. Music. This video will explore these developments in exhaustive detail. We will examine leaked memos and internal reports suggesting JP Morgan's strategic pivot away from SWIFT and toward Ripple, highlighting the potential $28 billion in savings as a key motivator. We'll also take a look at Elon Musk's payment patent filings and, explain why XRP's unique technical features actually make it the only viable candidate to power payments on the X platform. Visual aids will really help us illustrate the transformation from SWIFT's outdated network to a new integrated system where XRP acts as the essential bridge between banks and social payment ecosystems. Furthermore, we're going to discuss the broader economic and regulatory landscape that frames this shift. Governments and regulatory bodies all around the world are honestly wrestling with how to regulate cryptocurrencies and digital assets. XRP has definitely had its share of legal battles, most notably with the SEC, but lately recent court rulings have actually been favorable. And that's really increased institutional confidence. However, uncertainty still remains, and this could impact both the pace and the scale of XRP adoption. We'll assess how regulatory clarity or continued hesitation could either accelerate or maybe even hinder XRP's integration into mainstream finance. Market dynamics will also be a key focus here. We'll take a look into the behaviors of crypto whales and institutional investors who have been accumulating XRP in significant volumes. And honestly, that's signaling their confidence in its future. Contrastingly, we will analyze the slower growth of new retail investors, highlighting the tension between large holders and everyday users. This dichotomy is important, as sustainable growth requires both institutional backing and grassroots adoption beyond finance and technology. This video will delve into the cultural and psychological impact of XRP's rise. We will explore the narratives and communities built around XRP, the hopes and skepticism fueling debates on social media. And thought leaders like Elon Musk and Ripple's own executives really shape public perception. Understanding these social factors is crucial because adoption isn't driven by technology alone, but by trust and belief in the system. The countdown to a post-Swift world is creating honestly unprecedented excitement and uncertainty. Will XRP truly emerge as the dominant global bridge currency? Can it fulfill the promise of fast, affordable, and compliant international payments? And how will traditional banks and tech giants like Elon Musk's X platform change the financial landscape forever? So this video will provide you with the answers, insights, and analysis you need to navigate this historic moment. By the end of this comprehensive journey, viewers will have an expert-level understanding of the forces reshaping global finance and the pivotal role XRP plays in this transformation. Whether you're an investor, a developer, or just, simply curious about the future of money, this detailed exploration will equip you with the knowledge to make informed decisions. The revolution in payments is already underway, and while XRP is right at its heart, prepare to witness the financial system's most dramatic evolution in decades. As old infrastructures crumble and new technologies rise to the challenge, the bank run has started. The countdown is on, and XRP is leading the charge. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Please do your own research and consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions.